Good morning students. Today's topic is input output characteristics of common base configurations. In common base configurations we have to make the base terminal as a common, and emitter is given to as the input side, and conductor is collected as the output side. Collector terminal is at the output side, and it is, you can say, this direction is from emitter to base, so it is a PNP type transistors. So this is the circuit diagram of common base configurations, in which you can see base is common to both the input and output side. This is the input side and this is the output side. You have here input voltage is applied across the emitter, that voltage known as the VE emitter voltage, and VCC collector voltage collected at the output side, and this is the potentiometer through which we can vary the voltage, and this is RS resistor which are used to limit the emitter current which will be flow through the this point, and MA is milliammeter, and voltmeter are used to measure the current and the voltage readings. Voltmeter used to measure the voltage, and milliammeter is used to measure the current which is flow through across the emitter, and same as this side, milliampere and voltmeter used to measure the current of the collector and the voltage across the output side. So voltage across this side is, this is VEB, this is voltage across emitter and base, and across this one this is voltage across collector and base, this is VCB, and emitter current flows to this side and base current from this side, and collector is from this side, and R2 is the potentiometer which are used to measure the voltage across the VCB. And input output characteristic, you can see the input output characteristics. This is input side. So input output characteristic we have to measure the, that is input is what, VEB voltage across the emitter and base, and what will be the input current is IE. So this is IE y axis, and then what will be getting the output will be the VCB, output voltage will be the VCB. So varying the output voltage we get the characteristics of input output characteristics, in which the curve is just like your diode characteristics, which is in the forward region. If we slightly change the input current, you can see in this diagram, if we slightly change the input current, there will be small change in the emitter voltage. अगर हम एमिटर करंट को थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं तो आपका बहुत ही कम चेंज आपका आता है अक्रॉस द input voltage, that is VEB. You can see voltage almost same, very small change in the emitter voltage. If we change the current from 0.1 to 1.5 point, changing of current 1 milliampere, and the output, that input voltage, there will be very slight change in the input voltage. So we can say that VCB increases the input as we increases the VCB voltage, that is here it is for 0 volt and it is for 10 volt. As we increases the VCB voltage, there will be increase in the current is also increases slightly, and and the input resistance, that is RI is input resistance, that is resistance is what, voltage upon current, that is change in voltage, that is emitter voltage, divided by the change in the emitter current at a constant voltage across collector base. This is the equation for the input resistance. So next is your output resistance characteristics. In output resistance characteristic, you show the what will be the this is your VCB and IC, and this is your voltage across output is this one, output side is this one, as you see in this diagram. Output voltage, that VCB, and current is IC, and what will be this input will be what, that will be emitter current. So varying the input current will get the change in the output. So you can see here the variables are VCB, that is voltage across collector base and collector current, and changing the emitter current will get the output characteristics. So there are three regions, that is your first is active regions. This is the active regions, you can see in this one, where the change occurred, transistor will be operating, and this is the cutoff region when the emitter current is 0. When emitter current is 0, this portion is known as the cutoff regions, and this whenever the voltage VCB voltage in a forward direction, this is your reverse bias, -1 -2, this is the reverse bias. Whenever the voltage is in the positive side, this is +1 +2 +3, okay. Whenever the VC voltage in forward bias, so this region is known as the saturation region. So active region, what happen in active region, there is a collector base junctions that will be in a reverse bias. You can see this in reverse bias, VCB in a reverse bias. So IC is almost equal to, collector current is almost equal to the emitter current. You can see this green dotted are, this is your collector current, and this one is your emitter current. IE is 0.5 and it is almost equal to this one. IE is 1 point, emitter current is 1 milliampere and collector current is almost same. So you can say in the active regions, collector current is almost equal to the emitter current, and transistors always operate in the active region. This is known as the active regions, and in active regions you can see the curve is almost flat, and the very small change in the VCB produces a very small change in the collector current. There is a change in VCB, very small change in the collector current, and you are having the very high output voltage, that is RO. When VCB becomes a positive, the collector base junction in a forward bias, VCB in a forward bias, and current will be decreasing. IC current will be in a decreasing mode in the forward bias. You can see this is decreasing towards the zero, so rapidly, and this region is known as the saturation regions. And collector current does not depend upon the emitter current in these regions. Collector current will do not depend upon the emitter current in the saturation region. And when emitter current is 0 and IC does not have equal to 0, almost, it has very small value. IC has very small value, that is approximately 0.1 or 0.2, and this region is known as the cutoff regions. And output resistance, what is that, is RO, that is voltage divided by current, that is change in collector voltage divided by change in collector current at a constant emitter current, that is the output resistance equations. So next is input output characteristics of common emitter configurations. In common emitter configurations,